Hello, everyone. Today's session is all about cleansing and clearing and raising your vibration. So, isn't this just the most perfect place to be? Come and join me for this very simple, refreshing, calming, and beautiful 5-element Qigong practice. Come on, let's go. Stand with your feet, knees, and hips in alignment with your feet straight out in front of you. And we'll start with the breath. Breathing in as though you're drawing up energy from the base of your feet all the way up your spine and then back down again. Expanding on the in-breath, and then as you breathe out, releasing and softening. We'll begin by stepping out to your left, feet shoulder width apart, knees unlocked, and we'll begin to bounce. Keep the balls of your feet connected to the earth. Let all your joints be soft and loose, and we'll vibrate energy through the entire body for a full nervous system release. Breathing in and out, you might want to have a clearing breath. Just release. Come to a stop. And just allow this energy to settle for a moment. You may feel some tingling through the body. And then raise your arms up through center. Turn your palms to face out and wave back down. We begin by anchoring the chi, settling the energy, and just coming back into this moment. Allow all the thoughts of what has happened before and what might happen after to just dissipate. Breathing out to wave down and breathing in to draw up. Now we'll go in the opposite direction, waving down through center. We breathe in to draw the arms up, gathering your energy, washing down through center and just letting anything that might be troubling you or no longer serving you to wash down into the earth. Gathering up this moment, this life, your precious essence. Now we'll begin the first form by drawing the hands up to the chest, and you'll make the mudra of forefinger and thumb connected. We breathe in and expand, and then breathe out and contract back to center. The hands flip over as the arms expand back. And you'll notice that my whole body is involved in this movement. There is an expansion through the sternum as the heart and lungs open, filling with fresh, vital chi. This mudra connects the meridians for the lungs and the large intestine, the two paired organs for the element of metal. When we're holding on to grief and sorrow, the lungs are typically most affected. Breathe out and wash the hands down, and we'll regulate the breath once. We can release through the large intestine and take in through the lungs. Now we'll come into the water element by stepping your left foot forward and pivot your back foot out to about 45 degrees. Here we slide forward into the front leg, and you'll notice I'm not leaning forward or coming too far back. It's a gentle slide forward and then a release backward. As we're forward, the hands push out and are active, and as we come back in, the wrists soften. Here, we're activating the master point for the kidneys in the ball of the foot. This gentle rocking back and forth is very beneficial for the water element in the body. Now draw your front foot back, square off, and we'll start on the other side. Make sure your back foot is out at 45 degrees. Softly pushing forward as though you could roll a wave along the face of the ocean. Kidneys help us with memory and willpower. They're very connected to our bone marrow and vitality. They can be severely compromised with too much fear and anxiety. Release the hands down and gather up, and we'll regulate the chi. Breathing out to wash down, and we'll prepare for the third form for the liver. Holding Wu Chi at center and turning your upper body. Arms will raise overhead as we go back to center, and then wash back down. Here we breathe in to gather. We breathe out to turn. Breathing in to wash the hands up overhead and out to release. Here I like to make the sound for the liver, which is shh. So as you breathe in, when you release the breath, shh. As the hands wash down, it's like the word shu with a long ooh at the end. Waving down and then gathering at center. Breathing in to come up and over. The liver is a very sensitive organ, often implicated in sleep issues, anger, and frustration. Said to be the home of our planning and dreaming. Related to the element of wood and healthy growth and expansion. Regulate the chi and then wash the hands back down. Now hold a large chi ball with your hand at the heart and the other at the lower dantian. We're going to turn to the side and expand out. Top hand moves towards the forehead while the bottom expands across the chest, and then the hand at the forehead becomes the bottom hand and they swap. So here, hand at the forehead comes down and underneath, the bottom hand becomes the top. The top hand is at the forehead and the bottom reaches across. Here we're opening up through the heart channels. really working the heart and one of its three helpers, which is the small intestine. Heart is related to the element of fire and the emotion typically of joy. When our heart is out of balance, we can feel reckless. Release the hands down and draw up, and we'll regulate the chi once. And then we'll come into our final form for this practice, separating heaven and earth. The top hand washes down, the bottom hand draws up to the level of the lower ribs, and then they swap. Draw the hand down, hands meet, and then we breathe in, bottom hand pressing to earth and the top to heaven. And all we're doing here is swapping the placement of the hands. We can breathe in to expand up and out to release down. In this way, we're opening up under the ribs, working into the organ of the spleen, very related to worry, overthinking, and obsession when out of balance. Regulate the chi and allow your hands to float down. Now that we've cleared out all of the organs, we'll gather up and wash fresh, clearing energy through the body, allowing anything that's ready to be released to wash through you, offering you cleansing and healing, and a sense of spaciousness and expansion, so that you can move forward with ease and grace and a clear heart and mind. Draw the feet back together, hands at the lower dantian. Take a moment here just to rest and release. Thank you so much for joining me for this little practice to help elevate your frequency by releasing stagnation and old energy. I wish you all a beautiful afternoon, morning, or evening wherever you are. And always remember that you are already whole and complete in this very moment.